I need you all to do me a favor and go ahead and read this book. 5-star. It is amazing. I just finished it and oh my gosh. I am back with reading another book that was on my 2026 resolution. The book that I have now is The Secret Library by Kekla Magoon. I am going to start reading this. I have the audio for it as well. So I'm gonna listen to the audio and follow along in the book. So if you want to come join me and see my thoughts and opinions and what this book is about, stay tuned. Let me read the synopsis for you all on this book. I typically don't read the synopsis. I like to go into books blindly because I don't want to share anything that's not already in the synopsis. I like to read it with you all so that I can make sure that I'm not spoiling anything for you. Minor transgressions, little white lies, deathbed confessions, family secrets, the library holds them all. Dally Pete Harrington yearns for adventure, but ever since her beloved grandfather died, her days are dull and predictable. That is, until she discovers that he left something behind for her. A map that leads to a library full of mysterious volumes. This is no ordinary library. Rather, each book is a portal to a precise moment in time, allowing its reader to travel to the past to experience a real-life secret. But soon, Dally learns that the library is much more than a fun place to explore. It has intentions for her that could transform her life forever. For some reason, I always loved time traveling books, and so I'm very, very excited to get into this. I picked this up at my Barnes & Noble vlog that I will link in the cards right now. But I love the cover. The cover is stunning, and anything about a secret library and traveling into time really sparked my interest. So let's get into it.
Mirror, mirror on the wall, tell me who gon' rise and fall. I've been running from my flaws, still I'm standing 10 feet tall. Mirror, mirror, don't you lie, I can see it in my eyes. Truth gon' surface every time, even when no others. Dancing with my shadow in a room full of gold, trying to count on my regrets like the stories I told.
I just finished chapter 5, and in the first chapter we were introduced to the mother, and Dally, who is the little girl that's on the cover, she is giving her mom a presentation on why she wants to start this after school program called the Adventure Club. And it talks a little bit about her grief with grandpa dying, and that grandpa left her a sum of money that she's not able to access until she turns 21, but it was in a big envelope. And so Dally is like, if there was an envelope, then there must be more to what granddad was trying to tell me. But the mom just immediately took the envelope and put it in this like locked vault. And so the first 5 chapters is her uncovering what was in the envelope, and it leads to the secret library. And so basically the author stresses that it's not a secret library like, you know, a library that's a secret. It's a library full of secrets. And so Dally arrived, and one of this, I guess, host, you would call the person, kind of just pops up and is like, so sorry that you had to find out about this place so soon. And so then it ended with basically trying to understand or figure out what this librarian is about to reveal to Dally. And so it's pretty good. It's really nice. It's very fast paced, I would say. The chapters are very, very short. I can possibly get this through in one setting. I have an appointment in a few hours, so my attempt is to read as much as I can before it's time for me to go to my appointment, and then I will check back in with you all later. I don't know if I'm going to basically go in different locations so that I can read just for a visual, but I am going to try to get some B-roll for you so that you can, maybe if you want to read as well, whatever you're reading, we can do kind of like a mini reading sprint in this video. And if you're interested in me actually having a video just dedicated to a reading sprint, please let me know down in the comments below and I can work on getting that for you. But I am now about to start chapter 6. I am going to check back in with you once I finish chapter 10.
I'm a sad boy, don't sell your soul for applause, but the silence louder now than a million gods. I seen kings fall quick for a hit on a reel, seen queens trade crowns for a 6-figure deal. I don't blame them, I just pray for them. We all one mistake from the cage out the graveyard, living like a movie, but the credits never roll. They gon' crop you out the frame if you ever lose control. Talk truth, they call it hate, but the fake love louder than an ache. Every scar got a sermon in it, every L got a learning in it. I ain't perfect, I just pin it how I lived it. If the game rigged, then I still pivot. Mirror on the wall, tell me who gon' rise and fall. I've been running from my flaws, still I'm standing 10 feet tall. Mirror, don't you lie, I can see it in my eyes. Truth gon' surface every time, even when no mirror on the wall. Tell me who gon' rise and fall. I've been running from my flaws, still I'm standing 10 feet tall. Mirror, don't you lie, I can see it in my eyes. Truth gon' surface every time, even when they want captions, not scriptures. They want clout, not pictures. They want pain and a filter, so I bleed through the pics like scriptures. You can't cancel what's already broken. You can't mute what's been outspoken. I spit truth with a chip on my shoulder. Got trauma in my tongue and the world getting colder. Used to pray for a check, now I check on my spirit, cause the money don't echo when your soul ain't near. I see fake friends turn saints in the crisis, but they ghost real quick when the fame hit its highest. Still I ride for my day ones, still I ride when the pain comes. I don't flex, I reflect, I don't fear, I dissect, yeah. Every verse got a little confession, like every scar, just a deeper question. Mirror on the wall, tell me who gon' rise and fall. I've been running from my flaws, still I'm standing 10 feet tall. Mirror, don't you lie, I can see it in my eyes. Truth gon' surface every time, even when no mirror on the wall. Tell me who gon' rise and fall. I've been running from my flaws, still I'm standing 10 feet tall. Mirror, don't you lie, I can see it in my eyes. Truth gon' surface every time, even when nowhere disguised.
Find my way to you. Yeah. I want to find my way to you. You, my love. There's so many people who say that they won't when they will. I could use some motivation, but I know how I feel. Faster than you like, it's over and that's the end. Faster than you like, it's over and that's the end. Over and that's the end. Oh, I want to find my way to you. Yeah, baby. Oh, I want to find my way to you. Gotta find my way to baby. I don't need a reason to say what I want when it's real. If I see you acting big.
Chapter 7 is one secret that is unfolded, and it's basically an interaction she had 2 summers ago when there was a party that was supposed to be going on in her backyard, and the groundsman actually kind of broke the elephant's trunk, And Dally remembers that her mom kind of banned her from the garden and just never realized why. But now that she traveled back into this secret, she learns that the groundsman actually broke the elephant trunk. And when the mom came out to see what happened, she asked the groundsman, like, hey, what happened? This is very unprofessional. Who did it? Because this person will be removed from the premises immediately. And the groundsman didn't really claim that it was Dally, but the mom asked, have you seen Dally? And he was like, I seen her, a few moments ago, but I'm not quite sure what happened. And so Dally's mom was like, okay, I'm going to speak with Dally. And, obviously the groundsman was relieved because he gets to keep his job. But now Dally is seeing this interaction, is like, okay, I would prefer that mom blames me about it than leaving the groundsman and having that person be fired and stuff like that. So this is interesting enough. That was the first, like I said, secret that I guess was revealed. And Dally's like, I'm gonna keep this secret, between me and the groundsman, which his name is Hector. So yeah, interesting enough to see how this all plays out and what other secrets is going to come out.
You never know your last meal. Faster than you like. Sober and that's the end.
So I just finished chapter 10, and she went to 2 different other secrets. But what we just learned is that when she travels to the past and she speaks to somebody, it actually happens in her present. So there was a scenario where one of her classmates kind of like was talking in code about, the permission slip for the adventure club, and she wasn't sure like what was going on or what he meant by that. And so she just kind of like just ignored it and wrote it off. But now that she's in this secret library, she sees that there was a secret of this classmate. And so when she processes that secret and she goes through that secret, they have a conversation, then it made sense why this classmate said what he said, because technically they had already spoke. And so when she asked the librarian, like, oh, is this like real? Like, if I speak to these people, is actually come to fruition, and how does that work? So it's kind of like mind juggling when it comes to that. So it's like they already knew she was going to go into the secret. And so by the conversation that they had, the people now are acting towards that or aware of that. It's kind of weird. It's kind of strange, but it is good so far. I'm not going to keep coming in after every 5 chapters. There is, let me see, 54 chapters in this book, and I'm now on chapter 11 because I just finished chapter 10. And so I will come back maybe when I make a dent and maybe get halfway in this book, and come back to you guys with my thoughts or what I'm thinking about the story so far. As of right now, it's a 5-star. I'm enjoying the time traveling. I'm enjoying the secret even of her trying not to let her family know about her wanting to go to this library so that she can get the secrets. And I am just so curious of what secrets she's going to uncover. And then I am looking forward to see how this ends. Like, what is the end game for this? So as of right now, it's keeping my attention. I'm going to keep reading, and I will check back in with you once I make a dent in this book of The Secret Library. Had a busy day at work so far, but I am on lunch and I am going to continue reading in The Secret Library. So I just reached to chapter 25 and it's really getting good. I was listening to it on my way over here in the car, and so now I'm about to just physically read and listen to the audio as well. I'm a little bit halfway in and it's picking up. Like I told you, I believe I told you all in the last clip. Sorry, there's just been some days and a lot of stuff going on. I'm not sure exactly what I shared with you, but she went back in time and she went to like 1875 and basically found one of her relatives, and she's interacting with them now. They're pirates, so they're on a ship about to be shipwrecked, and they're trying to find other ships to kind of take over. And so that's the adventure that we're going on. And I think it's interesting because in the beginning of the book, she was trying to talk to her mom about joining an adventure club. And then now that she found this secret library, she's on nothing but adventures through this thing. So it's fun to see how that is going to transpire. I am excited to finish it. And yeah, I'm going to just now continue to read.
Sober and that's the end. Sober and that's the end. Yeah. Passing through, catching a feeling of wonder.
So I am on chapter 41 now, and I have 13 more chapters to go. So I've read this much right here. I'm making a good dent in this book, and it's really getting good. This book is talking about slavery. It is dealing with like family history. Like there's a lot of gems in this book, not just about adventure, which is pretty cool. And they even have like representation of a transgender person. And so that's what's found in this book. Like you're getting a lot packed in this book, and I'm really enjoying it. I hope to finish it today. I believe I can. 13 chapters left. I can definitely get through this today. I have some more time left before my day is over, so I'm gonna try to get maybe 5 more chapters done and then kind of take a break because I'm getting a little tired. But I am enjoying this book so much, so I'm not going to come back until I am ready to give you my final review and my thoughts on this. But again, it's still maintaining the 5-star rating as of right now. Again, of course, depending on how it ends and what comes up in these next 13 chapters, that might go down, but as of right now it is definitely a 5-star. So just finished this book and it is indeed 5 stars. Great book. It talks about time traveling, it talks about family secrets, it talks about slavery, it talks about mother-daughter relationship. Like it goes into a lot of things, all packed up in this adventurous book of this little girl who basically time travels and learn her family secrets by living it out. And this was wonderfully written, wonderfully done. I recommend this to anybody of all ages. I'm so glad I picked this up. This is one of the books that was on my 2026 resolution. So another book that I knocked out. So even though I'm not reading one book a month, I am knocking these books out. And this one right here takes the cake. I think of all the books that I've read this year, I think this is in the top 3, hands down, top 3. Go read this book. I enjoyed it. I appreciate you all for watching. I hope you enjoyed this vlog of me reading The Secret Library by Kekla Magoon. If you want to see more videos like this, please give a like, comment down below, share it with a friend, and I will see you all in my next video.